this is Gwen from Everything Gwenny, and today we have a weird and random, I guess, update for you. But it's also an unboxing, but it's not a diamond painting unboxing, so that's why I'm going to post this in my weird and random. So if you watched my craft haul, you would see that I had done, I had this project I was working on. Let me just move this to the side before, and I'll show you. So over here, I have this little knitting project that I'm working on, and it's two threads together, two strands of yarn together. And so this is how far I've gotten now. And so it was a silk and 100% merino. And so here they are, and they're on what I call, what are called yarn toppers. And so what it is it's just this yarn top that you can put the yarn on, and then it goes on this base so that it can spin freely. So that when you're knitting, you can just pull it and it freely comes from the yarn toppers. It makes it much easier to pull, especially with silks, when you're knitting. So that's what I use. Usually I only use one at a time. It's not very often that I use two strands of yarn at a time. So I'm just going to put that over there. And sometimes when I do use two strands of yarn at a time, I will use the same ball of yarn, so I'll use like from both ends. So where I got those from, so this yarn top, I'm going to just pull it off for a second so I don't have to pull the whole project over. This yarn top is made out of a wood called Padauk, P-A-D-A-U-K, and it's my favorite one. So whenever I order these, I think I have two, I might have three of these now. I get them in the Padauk. It's a slightly more expensive wood, but I really like the color of it. And I order them from I think it's a gentleman, I could be wrong, on Etsy who hand makes them in Alberta, Canada, and the name of his store is danware, and or danware. It could be danware. I think it's danware, and I'll link it below. But he hand makes these, and so I noticed on his site that he's also started making something called a double yarn topper, so it's two together. And I'd been watching for a while, but I hadn't seen one. Sorry for the shadows, the way the light is here. I'm gonna have to find another way to do it. I had noticed on his site that he had started making double yarn toppers, and I had been keeping an eye out to see when he would put one up in the Padauk, but he never did. And so I emailed them and I said, you know, do you ever do it in the Padauk? And I got a response back saying that they did do them, but they only did them by custom order because they were a little bit more pricey and they didn't want to go to the trouble of making it and listing it and somebody not wanting to pay the price. And when he sent it to me, the price wasn't that much more extra. I can't remember exactly. I didn't write it down. Silly me. So I went ahead and ordered one. And that's what's in this box, is my double yarn topper. Because as I started it more with Shibui as well, a lot of their projects require you to use two different types of yarn stranded together to get their texture. And one of the other ones I'm working on by them actually does have that. So I wanted to go ahead. Oh, so let me just show you. So here is my sheet that I wrote up for this. So you can see, hopefully, it says it's a double yarn top in Padauk. It's the name of the wood. It's made, I got it from Etsy from a gentleman named danware in Alberta, Canada. I requested this on August 26, 2018. It was completed on September 12th, 2018. They shipped it on September 17th, 2018, and it was delivered on September 20th, 2018. Hey, you like my new paper? My Everything Gwenny paper? I had a printer do some cards and paper up for me. I even got a bag with my logo on it. Very cute. Okay, so let's take a look. It's packaged very well. In pieces. So if you're looking for this kind of thing, he makes them, and he does custom orders. He also does yarn bowls. So here's the first. Oh, I'm a little too close here. Here's the first top. Actually, this seems, let me just check compared to the other one. No, it's about the same height. I thought it was taller. Oh, you didn't even see that, did you? Because, like I said, I'm going to move the box off to the side because you don't need to see it. So here, I was just comparing the two sizes. This one's a little darker, but they are the same height. All right, so that's one. And there's the second one. Oh, they're so nice and shiny. Look at them. Look at them. And he hand makes them, so obviously they're not going to be exact, and I'm fine with that. I've been ordering from this gentleman for a couple years now. I'm just trying to get the base out so I can show you the base. There's like lots of packing peanuts and stuff in here, so let me just pull it on my lap here so I can get it out without making peanuts go everywhere. Peanut butter. Oh, jelly. It also has guides on it in wire, so I gotta be careful. Oh, I'm knocking peanuts everywhere. Peanuts are flying everywhere. Alright. So here is the base. And I'm just gonna clean up some of the peanuts I dropped before my cats and dogs get into them. And this card. So there's this card, danware. Oh, and the name of the lady I was dealing with was Jan. I don't even want to try to say that last name. So I'm not sure if she's the one that makes them or not. I thought it was a gentleman because she always says he will do it. But yeah, I think she's just the business. So here's the base. Let me just move these out so you can focus on the base. So the base has the two poles for the yarn toppers and then the guides for the yarn. So each yarn comes into its own guide here. Let me just see if I can turn it so you can see. There you go. So each yarn comes into its own guide here, and then both of them feed together through the center guide. I'm just going to pull this up because I think in the pictures it was pulled up more. Probably just got a little squished in shipping. It's just a very fine wire. So there we go. Now you can see the three separately. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the tops on. So there, now I can feed the two together. I love spinning them. This one's spinning much more smoothly than this one. Maybe I need to switch them. Let's see if it does anything. No, I think it's just... Could also just be my left hand doesn't work as well. Yeah, because it feels exactly the same. So I'll just put them back. So that's that. So all I'm going to do now is, let's see if I can do this without making a horrible mess. I'm going to take my knitting project over here. Because I've already started them, it might be hard to feed them through, but hopefully not. Alright. So where's the end I'm working from? Here's the end. So we've got the silk. And I'll put the silk on one. Da, da, da. And just put it through. Nope, I gotta do it the other way. There we go. Nice. So now it's coming through the hole. You probably can't see, but I'll tilt it in a second. And then now it's coming through there. Now I do the same thing with the merino. So just bring it over. It's a little hard because I'm pretty much doing it backwards. Trying to figure out how am I going to get it in there. Oh, I got it in, but then I pulled the other one out. Oh, you know what? That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Silly me. I'll bring them both up together. There we go. And feed them as one, and then I won't push the other ones out. So there, perfect. I've got them both feeding through their own separate lines and then through the center. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So now instead of having to constantly manage two, where's this thread gone here? I put it around there by accident. There. Now instead of having to manage the two every time I go somewhere, I can just pull this. And so I was really happy about this because now I can take this to my knitting store and knit from there with only having to deal with the one machine instead of the two machines. So this is going to be so much easier. So I'm very ecstatic to have this. Like I said, I've wanted one of these for a while, but I never had seen this wood and I didn't realize it was a custom order only. And now I have my double yarn top in the Padauk to match my single yarn tops in the Padauk. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little different than normally what I do. So I hope you did like it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I never get it in the frame on the first try. Please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I'm going to try to do a weird and random Wednesday every Wednesday, if I have something that's weird and random. I mean, to me this channel is pretty much everything to do with my life anyway, so it's not like I meant it to be like an all diamond painting or all knitting type of channel anyways. It just kind of went towards more diamond painting because it is what I'm doing more of right now. Of course, that might change in the future. Also starting this next week, I'm going to have a new... I was going to do it this week, but I was so sick I didn't have a chance to film it. But starting next week, I'm going to have a Try It Tuesday, where I try something new every Tuesday, whether it be a new craft, or a new video game, or a new product. It's just going to be something new. And I'm going to keep with my Foodie Fridays and my Snail Mail Sundays, and then I'll just fill in everything else in between with probably diamond painting stuff. I'm looking to do like a craft haul video at the end of every month like I did for August. And I think I might also start doing a floss tube and like a yarn cast. We'll see how that goes. Not completely sure, but that's what's on the plate in my brain right now. So yeah, please feel free to follow me on... So please, wait, what? Back up. So feel free to subscribe if you're interested in any of those areas at all. Obviously, if you only like yarn, you can still subscribe and only watch the yarn stuff. If you only like diamond painting, you can subscribe and only watch the diamond painting stuff. But I hope you enjoy it all. Like, I know not everybody likes my gaming stuff or my diet stuff. So there's just a little bit there for everyone. So feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. Everything Gwenny is my page, but you can add me as a friend, personal friend if you like. Gwyneth Love, G-W-E-N-Y-T-H, Gwyneth Love. A bunch of you have already done that, and I've enjoyed my conversations with you. So yeah, feel free to do that as well. And I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.